So we're back on the sticking together project, and this dad's a mama bear, and now I'm staining the leaves here on the fireplace mantle. Again, this was the my attempt to do the paper bag thing, but I wanted to add the leaves to it as a touch, and I do have some paper bag under here. And I have some Chipotle napkins, which turned out to be really cool because they were thin. And when I stain over it, for example, like right here, when I stain over some of the white of the brown napkin part, it helps you to see the outline of the leaf underneath it. So, again, this dad's a mama bear, has 5 children who were all getting along for several years. Stayed in the same room, slept in the same bed sometimes. And then we had this sudden attack, and I don't have 3 of the eldest, and they don't live far from here. They live right around the corner. But it's sure quiet around here. So I found these projects to do. And I hope this one turns out okay. Otherwise, I've wasted a lot of time. But when nobody's home, this is when it's very important to be a survivor. I know some dads who committed suicide because they didn't survive it. I'd like to also take this time to talk about the disbelief I had in how long this break and separation and destruction of my family would be. Now, I stand on the corner sometimes. It sounds funny. I stand outside the church that helped to alienate my children with my sign demonstrating my displeasure with what they've done. And in that journey, I have I met a few dads. And one dad I met, turn it down here. One dad I met and his daughter. The dad has a store out on 610. He has a business out on 610, for you not familiar with that. It's in Stafford, Virginia, 610 highway. It's pretty busy main road. And the guy saw me standing in this back road by the Stafford Seventh-day Adventist Church with my sign, my demonstration. And he said, "Why do you stand here?" And I explained to him, I stand there because I might get a glimpse of my children by standing there. And then he said, "Can I tell you something?" "Sure." He said, "See this young lady I have here? She's 16 or 17 now." He said, "The last time I saw her was when she was 8. And he said parental alienation and the separation is going to be a long journey. And I thought, well, because I was at the beginning of my journey then, I thought, oh, mine's only been a year or so, but there's no way I would have to endure this even 2 years. I'm sure all this will come to an end. His daughter told me her story, told me she was asked to lie and say all kind of horrible things about her dad, and even asked to say that her dad did inappropriate things with her. And now she was living with her father and not her mom by her own choice. But it took about 8 to 10 years. And I heard that story and I thought, that's how you'll have to deal with it. I'm going to have my children back in a year or so. And he told me, you better be in it for the long haul. And several dads and alienated children told me the same thing. You better be in it for the long haul. And I thought, nah, everyone's going to come to their senses. The court will be just and fair, and they will see the damage that this is causing the children, and I'll be out of it. Well, that was almost 4 years ago now, and my children are nowhere in sight. I'm not any closer to seeing them or being with them. Not 1 ounce closer. Well, I do have a better relationship now with my daughter. She's reaching out and asking how she can communicate with me and how she can see me. The result of her asking that, of course, is she has become punished in her own house, and they ask her things like, why do you want to see your dad? Or what did your dad do for you? Why you don't even love him? We didn't have a good. So everyone, even her brothers and sisters, just kind of ignore her or shame her or alienate her. So she is a sufferer of parental alienation, and she's trying to become a survivor. So yeah, this project is called Sticking Together, and I'll let you see how it's going. Again, nobody stuck with me here in this house today as I was trying to make it because they thought it would be a failure. But I think it's coming out okay. I hope this glue dries, then I'll come across it with an acrylic. And you can tell me what you think in the comment section. Okay, this dad's a mama bear, father alienation survivor. A few hours before anybody gets back home, and this is when it's pretty tough.